Every day, millions of students attempt to balance working life with their studies. But for the lucky 2% of the cohort, university is a walk in the park, as they receive full scholarships, allowing them to pay off their uni HECS. Yet, due to the poor monitoring system, students have been using this money not to fund their uni fees, but to fund their daily lives, large expenses and vacations.
Explain how you receive your scholarship money.
So basically, we get payments into our bank account on a fortnightly basis.
And what is the money intended for?
The uni gives it to us, being like you can spend it on whatever you want, practically.
So do you actually plan on putting the money towards HECS?
Initially, I started paying off my HECS, but then I realised there was actually no benefit in doing so, so I just started spending.
This creates a downward spiral, pushing the elite further forward and making the majority work 10 times harder to keep up. The Scholarship Administration Office refused to be put on camera, but Pooja Kapoor, Scholarship Officer, stated the scholarship payment is paid to the recipient's bank account, so we have no idea how and where the money is spent. Approximately over $2 million gets put towards scholarship money at UTS every year. When asking international students on their thoughts, they told us,
"It's pretty expensive. It's better I rent a house outside, so I only have to pay $250 a week."
Not only is the scholarship money intended for university fees, but when talking to Michaela G, she told us,
there's a little bit extra as well, so I think that's so we can not work as much in our degree, so we can focus more on our studies.
And do you think it's fair that students that are probably more than capable of working and studying get this advantage?
I do think it's a little bit unfair. I think there should be more opportunities for people who are a little bit more disadvantaged to receive financial aid in their studies, because it is a big expense. So yeah, I do think it's a little bit unfair.
So what have you spent your money on so far?
So far, just kind of living expenses, food, clothes, just everything day to day that I should not be using that for, essentially. And as well as I am putting some money aside so I can save up for a car in the future, which, yeah, isn't study related.
Madeline Pryke is a hard-working student who has to maintain a part-time job to pay off her uni debt.
I think it's unfair that I have to work 10 times harder than a scholarship recipient, balancing work and uni when they're out spending their scholarship money on holidays and their daily lives.
So what is the solution to this injustice?
At the moment, there's absolutely no sort of monitoring or anything like that. So I do think that should be monitored a bit more than it currently is. At the very least, I think like a certain percentage of the payment should be compulsory to dedicate towards the course fees at the very least.
Do you reckon it's an invasion of your privacy if they're monitoring where the money's going towards?
I think if it's approached in a way that doesn't look at like individual items that people spend, I don't personally think it's an invasion of privacy. But it's about finding that middle ground, helping people save for their course fees and using it responsibly and not tracking their every financial move as well.
With no current action of monitoring these funds, students continue to spend this money freely.